Marco. We had a good day today. They're actually
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see. Whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders. Like moving boulders just to get out of the...
I feel like I'm ready to play basketball or something after that start every single time. So today we're calling this episode "Horsing Around," horseplay, something along those lines. Apparently we do not have live Turkish translation. So for those of you that speak English, welcome. For those of you that speak horse, yeah. So, speaking of that, why don't we talk about energy? So some of you might be watching this and you don't actually speak English. You just speak Turkish or you speak some other language. Well, my question for you is, what is your first language? Is it energy? Yes, it actually is. For all of us, in truth, your first language is energy. Now, I'm actually a newfound father. I have a almost 2-month-old baby boy, and talk about energy. The dude knows how to use energy to his advantage. I mean, have you ever been around a baby and it's like the baby is just like so like pulling energy from everyone in the room? Like everybody's like, oh my God, it's a baby. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Or like when it's sleeping, you're just like, oh, or it's doing many things that really affect your own personal mood. And then it's crying. What do you do then? And then it's crying like really intensely. What do you do then? And how much of that is actually like has to do with their actions and how much of that actually has to do with energy? So how much are you actually energetically aware that you may have not been acknowledging? So I'm going to use something called the clearing statement right now. If you'd like more information about the clearing statement, please go to theclearingstatement.com. So everything that brings up as I talk about this being aware of energy, everything that brings up, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine. Shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. What does all that stuff mean? That's like a whole lot of stuff that basically means all the points of views you have that keep you from having what's actually true for you, all those points of views, will you like destroy them, like blow them up, like be like fuck you? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oops. YouTube, Facebook, all of you, I didn't do that, I swear. Bleep it. Bleep. So so everything that brought up, that word I just did, because it's always bad, or was it bad? Was I using it in a manner to devalue others or something else? Or was I actually using it in a destructive manner that is actually something that creates change? Everything that is for all of you, times a godzillion, we destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine, Schwartz, boys, povads, and beyonds. Now, as you begin to acknowledge your energetic awareness, one of the things that also comes with it is your discovery of your ability to change energy. So things don't just have to be the same. You can be or do something to change the energy of any situation. Now, why are we talking about energy? Well, we started talking about what your first language is, and this is horseplay. This is horsing around. Do horses speak English? No. Do horses speak Spanish? No. I've had plenty of people tell me, like, this horse speaks Spanish, so you got to speak Spanish to it. Like, when you're using words and they're going off of verbal cues, maybe it can be a yes. And when you're truly functioning from energy, it doesn't really matter. So, I mean, it can kind of matter, and it'll confuse the horse also, just like people. Like, they're like, why are you doing that energy, yet you're saying this? Not that you've ever had that with any of your girlfriends or your boyfriends or any politician you've ever seen, where, their energy is one way and they're saying something totally different from what their energy is. Oh, wait, no, that's just everybody walking on the street, always. But that's what's super fun about horses. Horses don't have that. They don't have that energetic discongruence. They are always them. So everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive your energetic capacities, will you destroy and uncreate all that? All those, all that. Times a gazillion. Ooh, right and wrong, good and bad, puck and pot all nine, shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. I'm doing way too much work. I should not be pucking and potting you guys. This is a free show. I'm supposed to only talk as if, I'm not pucking and potting you, except for the fact that I'm aware of the energy and puck and pod, like I talked about earlier, the ability to change the energy of any situation. Puck and pod is the best. Well, Puck and pod is one of the best, if not the best tool for changing the energy of any situation. What's another really great tool or thing that you can use to change the energy of any situation? Choice. Now, what is choice? OMG. Oh my God. I would probably, even if I said I think I know choice, which I do, but I'm reluctant to say I do because horses continue to teach me another step up of choice all the time. Wow, okay, I thought I knew what choice was, and that is what it is, and there's more. Everything you ever need to learn, you can learn from a horse. So if you want to learn about some choice, start playing with horses. Truly. Seriously, but not seriously. That's why I say playing, have fun with them. So they like it. They like to have fun. That's why it's called horseplay and horsing around, because we are playing with horses. Now I've said a lot in just 11 minutes. So I'm almost inclined to be we're going to end the show. I'm pretty quick, but I'll keep going. So, what have I learned? What have I learned from horses with regards to choice? Well, let's start with a little bit of what I've learned, combination with what I've also learned from them, and in what really contributes to a lot of people learning choice from horses. I facilitate these courses called Conscious Horse, Conscious Rider, and one of the things I like to do at these events that I don't always do, it just kind of depends if it shows up, is I like to have people lead the horse. So if you've ever been around horses, you know what a lead rope is, and you know what a halter is. Well, we put the halter, which is the kind of the thing that goes around the horse's head, and the lead rope attaches underneath. And I ask you to lead the horse around. And a lot of people are not very good at it at first, until they really it's one of the best ways to learn choice. Starting there. So that is also choice from like leading, and you have this rope and you have the ability to have some sort of form of like pseudo control. And the reason I say pseudo control is because it's a 400 kilogram animal. You really think that you could actually control it if it didn't want you to? No, you couldn't actually. If it ever gives acquiesces to your demands, it's just because it's like, okay, fine, whatever, I don't care. Kind of like a cat. So, the next sort of, if you want to even call it a level, we'll just say level. I'm not going to call it a level now, because again, we were talking about speaking energetically. So if I'm going to speak energetically, another space, really, truly, another bigger space is learning choice while you're riding the horse. I know a lot of people that have the point of view that when you're riding a horse, that you're in control and you're being this like controlling mean person. And they're like, so I'm only going to work with horses on the ground. Actually, the reverse is true. You have a lot more control when you're on the ground, and the horse has way more control when you're on its back. Oh, it's very funny. So really, and I was one of those people. I was like, no, I think I should work on the ground with them more. And you really should. You should, if you're someone that rides, you want to work with your horse on the ground. It helps. I've just found it helps a lot. Like you want to have, so Conscious Horse, Conscious Rider is a class with access consciousness, and consciousness meaning consciousness includes everything and judges nothing. So you want to have every tool in your toolbox, all of them. Just have them all. You don't have to use all of them, but you want to have them there. Like we're doing lunging on the ground and around, different styles. Every horse is going to be different. Every day is going to be different. Every morning and afternoon and evening is going to be different. Every ride is different. So you want to have all these tools in your toolbox. Now, if I haven't said this before, if I didn't say this in the last show I did, because I can't even freaking remember, is when you're working with a horse, especially before you get on the horse's back, you ask, hey, will you take care of me? Now, if this is a horse that you're working with, if it says no, then maybe it's not a riding day, maybe for whatever reason. So if it says no, you can maybe work with it in the round, lunging. You can work with it in the arena. You can see what other possibilities are available, because maybe that day they're like, I don't even like you enough. And that's just my point of view. Now, speaking of my point of view, how many of you put your point of view on a horse, on how it's supposed to act? How many of you put your point of view on other people and how they act? Oh my God, I would never. Bald people always act the same. Blonde people are always dumb. Brunette people are always not nearly as fun as blonde people. And redheads are just insane. Everything that brings up for everyone times a gazillion. Will you destroy and upgrade it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, all nine shorts, boys, povets, and beyonds. Now, this is where this energetic awareness starts to play upon not only us, but everyone around us. You're playing on this, oh, let me function energetically from a previous point of view of what a person is with a different color of hair. Let me impel upon that person all the past experiences or just what other people have told me about what people with that color of hair are like. Wow. What's that really creating? Now, what can you be and do with that? If you'd like to have a different reality, if you'd like to create some energetic change, you can ask a question. What is asking a question? Well, sometimes the easiest way to ask a question, if you're new to this sort of thing, is take whatever conclusions you're coming to, take whatever points of views you have, like, that blonde person is really stupid because blondes are stupid. Then you can go, are blondes actually stupid? is this blonde? Where did I learn? Like, is that even my point of view or is that somebody else's point of view? So we have a tool in Access Consciousness called Who Does This Belong To? And it goes like this. Who does this belong to? Is this my point of view or is this somebody else's point of view? And whichever feels light is true for you. So if it feels light that it's yours, you go, Pock and Pod, everywhere I bought this is mine. Right, wrong, good. Like, so everywhere I bought this point of view is mine. Right, wrong, good, bad, Pablo, Conan, George, Boys, Pobeds, and Beyonds. Unless you would like to keep it. But I can tell you from my own personal experience, everything gets way easier as you just function from fewer and fewer points of views. Because then you're like, oh, okay. You're kind of like Forrest Gump, if you've ever seen that movie. And if you're like, well, Forrest Gump was an idiot, then you're like, yeah, but he was a rich idiot. Would you like to be a poor, smart person or a rich idiot? I would personally go for rich idiot. So, and someone that's happy. I left out happy probably on purpose because not very many people are really truly interested in being happy. They're really only interested in either being smart or rich or not smart or not rich or a number of other things. A little bit too much, I know, in such a short period of time. Go take a nap. It's okay. Get some sugar. Have a coffee. We'll just give it a couple more seconds.